disgusting. So I want to go ahead and get into this whole thing about Angie Stone climbing out the van. I don't know if you guys have heard about that, but a lot of people were saying Angie Stone climbed out the van and then she was struck by the truck and stuff like that. So I want to bring some clarity into it, but first I'm going to go ahead and set this up. So there's a guy who put this out there, right? And the reason why he did, because there's another TikToker named Simply Courtney, I believe her name. And mind you, she didn't even know who Angie Stone was, but she was there on the scene. And she has since deleted all these TikToks, and it's not on her page anymore. I guess because she was getting a lot of questions, or maybe she was getting harassed. I don't know the reason why, but all these TikToks are erased from her actual page. It's not on her home page on her TikTok. So I'm going to go ahead and play this, and then let's go ahead and discuss it afterwards, okay?
And for those of you that don't
all right, so I know it was kind of low, but what I wanted to tell you was basically what she has stated, that she got, so she seen a car accident, right? She got out, she seen the van flipped over. So she helped a lady get out the car. Now, she didn't say necessarily it was Angie. That guy, his video been going viral, but again, she didn't say it was Angie. I want to show you guys this. According to the news article, there was 3 other women in the car. So one of the women possibly could have been Sheila, Sherry, or Sharita. So all she said was a woman she helped was disoriented. But she did mention the reason why she wasn't going to play the video of the actual van is because somebody died. So that sounds like somebody was actually in the car. Now, again, I don't know how the truck hit her or like sideswiped her and she's all right. I don't know how that happened. That was definitely an act of God. Because if you were sideswiped by that car or the truck, not car, let me say truck, let me be clear. If you were sideswiped by that truck, definitely you should have been injured too. But again, that first guy, he was all like, yeah, she was sitting on the side of the road and then somebody ran her over. I just wanted to let you guys know, no, according to what she is saying, there was somebody still in there, i.e., that was probably Angie who was still in there. Now, if we want to talk about what happened with that guy, now I couldn't look this up, but they said that his license was suspended and he wasn't supposed to be driving. So that's a whole nother thing. Now, if we want to talk about that, that's one thing, but that's why I wanted to clarify regarding her being on the side of the road and then getting ran over. Like, I was all like, hold on. That's not what that lady said. Like that. No. That's not what she said. She didn't say Angie was on the side of the road and then she got ran over. It was another woman that she pulled out the car. And then, whatchamacallit, that's when, she said she was over there and she got sideswiped by the truck. I did, again, for the 3rd time, turn up the volume. So I hope this time it actually works. So let me go ahead and play the audio again, and then we can go ahead and discuss again. So hopefully it worked.
And for those of you that don't understand that Miss Angie Stone climbed out the van on her own, she was instructed to sit down on the side of the road by a white person, and then she was ran over by a white person.
At 18 on the side of the interstate. I have pieces of the fender in my hair. And I have it's oil all over my body. I'm gonna clean this up and I'm gonna get back to telling the story and I'll show you the footage. After driving the 6 hours home, showering, and processing it all, here's the story. About 4 a.m. on Saturday morning, me and my daughter were driving to Charleston, South Carolina for her Sweet 16 birthday getaway. We came up to a truck with a trailer and its flashers were on, so we slowed down some, and that's when I noticed there was an overturned vehicle in the fast lane. And it looked like it just happened. I pulled over, I put my flashers on, and I told my daughter to stay in the car, and I ran over it was a van, and I ran over, and there were so many people in this van, and they were just trying to get out. And I asked if they'd called the cops, and they said, we're just trying to get out. And they were helping this woman out off the side of the van, and I grabbed her hand and I helped her get down, and she seemed out of it, and I was holding her hand and she was wobbling around, and I said, baby, you got to sit down. And then the next thing I know, I flew and I fell down to the ground, and it felt like something not ran over me but brushed over me, like something just swiped over my body. And I got up and I could hear screaming, and I just focused in on one screaming, and it was my daughter. And all I could do was run across the highway and tell her to get back in the car. She had to move the car because if somebody else hit us, it could hit her. So she moved the car farther up the interstate, and I called 911, and they said they were on their way. And then all I could think to do was get to my daughter. And that's all I could do in that time. And when I was walking to my daughter, we're really running the best that I can do. I was in so much pain. My chest felt like an elephant was sitting on it. My legs were so hurt and sore. And I looked up, and there was an 18-wheeler that had crossed the median into oncoming traffic. And I knew that's what hit me and ran over and brushed over me was the 18-wheeler. And my daughter's freaking out. She'd already called my husband by then and my father-in-law. And I just told her, we've got to get to the hospital. I can't breathe. It was so hard to breathe. I'm going to post a video of the 18-wheeler after I left the hospital, driving back through to get to my husband and my son. I will not be posting the vehicle in the video because somebody did pass away. They did. And I won't be posting that for respect for their family. I'm sore, I'm bruised on the right side of my body. I'm very stiff everywhere. But I will keep you guys updated, and the video is going to come at the end, okay? Hug your family tight. Hug your family tight. Bye.
That truck looked messed up in the front. Yeah, he was definitely going at some kind of speed. But also too, I wanted to say the guy in the beginning, this is where he got the story from. And so what he is saying is that she pulled Angie out the car. No, there was 3 other women there. She never said that she pulled Angie out the car. That's why I wanted to play that again and just kind of go over that. Now, her story about being sideswiped by the truck, I still don't believe that, because if that was the case, just like Casey and Stephanie was saying, she wouldn't have been able to walk away like that. Something else must have happened, but it definitely wasn't that. Or if she was even in the van, like pulling somebody out, she would have got messed up too. There's no way. And that could be why she deleted this whole TikTok, because I had to get this from somebody else. She probably deleted it because people were asking her questions like, hey, something ain't right about this. You know, something's not right about this. Allegedly, some people in the van has lawyered up. They should. Definitely. To protect themselves, I would definitely lawyer up, because, you know, again, we don't know what happened with, like, why did the truck flip? I know it had been rumored that, oh, the driver fell asleep at the wheel. And the driver was allegedly her cousin too, I heard. But again, I don't know that for a fact. But why did the van flip over? You know, was there a technical error, or was it the driver's fault? That's still a question. And then the truck driver, how did you not see this van in the middle of the road? Or how fast were you going? What were you doing? That's still a question, you know? Now, shout out to the Thais report, because I didn't talk about it, but Angie Stone's daughter had made a statement or whatnot, right? Which, rightfully so, she has every right to speak out. There's a few things I didn't like about it, so we'll discuss. But again, shout out to the Thais report. Let me go ahead and pull the video up, and then let's start.
and for some. Because I'm only addressing this one time. I'm okay.
And by the way, she's waiting for people to come in the live. You know how people do on IG. They wait for everybody to come in the live before they start talking. That's what she's doing.
Thank you. So come on in the room. We'll wait a couple more minutes. Because I'm only saying this one time. I haven't been going live. I haven't been online. So I'm addressing this one time and one time only. Because I have more important things to do than to be putting on and putting out internet fires. So one time and one time only. Come on. Come on, y'all. Thank y'all. I'm just waiting for a few more people to pull up. Thank you, Kevin. Come on. Come on.
And I'm sorry, you guys. I just don't want to fast forward and then miss something she say. So that's why I'm letting it play. But the video is only 7 minutes. Be patient. Please hit the like button and subscribe.
Come on. A few more people. I know it's more nosy people out here than that. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting for a few more. When I get to 500, I'll start talking. We almost said, okay, we at 500 and something. So, for y'all watching, I've been seeing some stuff on the internet, but I'm not in internet mode. I posted my Cash App today because people were asking where they could send money to us. Because of all the scams and all the things that's been going on, I posted my Cash App. If you want to donate, donate. If you don't. All that negative, where her money at, why she doing this, it don't fucking matter why I'm doing it. Some of y'all have no respect for the dead or their family. Some of y'all have no idea what we going through. So I'm saying this one time and one time only. If you don't want to send no fucking money, keep your nasty ass comments to yourself. Because now ain't the time, nor the place. And anybody who know me know I go 10 toes about mine. So if you don't want to send nothing, don't. We don't need you to send nothing, but if you want to, feel free. I'm living my worst nightmare. And people dragging my name, my brother, like, go to hell. And God bless at the same time. I shared my mama with the world. Y'all lost a celebrity. Y'all lost an artist. I lost my mama. And I don't give a damn how nobody feel. Because that's my mama. Mine. And I wasn't going to address this. I wasn't going to say nothing. But some of y'all comments are downright vile and disgusting. And you should be ashamed of yourself. But God ain't sleep and he ain't dead. And karma can spin the block for you at any moment. Be careful what you speak out of your mouth. Be very careful of the things you say. Because it could be you. So again, the Cash App is not a scam. It is my Cash App. If you want to send something, I welcome it. If you don't, you do not have to. We good. But that's for people who was asking. Now y'all have a blessed night.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed night. Y'all heard the lady. All right, so this is what I want to say about it, right? I have a few thoughts. One, I understand that she's probably hurt from what people are saying on the internet, but you got to let that go and you can't respond to everything that people say on the internet. Two, I think she had a right to speak out against the scams going on. I don't know if you guys heard, but remember somebody had did a GoFundMe for Angie Stone and it did not come from the family. They had already put out a statement saying this is false, this is a lie. This is not Angie Stone GoFundMe. She's okay. I think that was all that needed to be said. Now, regarding if you want to give money, blah, 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 you putting your Cash App, I don't feel comfortable with that. And the reason why is because, again, if people want to send flowers, you give them the funeral home or where to send the flowers. As far as Angie's burial, if she didn't have life insurance or anything, then you could have just said that and like, hey, we need help trying to bury her, blah, blah, blah. That's one thing. But this sounds like, okay, if you want to give money, just give money. And I don't think giving money just to give money is the best thing. Like, what would we need to give you money for? It just left a bad taste in my mouth because I'm all like, okay, you saying if you want to give money, but what is the money for? What do you need help with? Or you just saying, hey, if you want to give, then give it to me. Send it to my Cash App. And again, a lot of people are going to say AT2, well, it's her money. Who cares? Blah, blah, blah. No. When you are asking for money, then you have to tell. If people are just giving you money, that's one thing. But if you're asking for money or telling people to send you the money, like, for what? What are we sending you? And you specifically said, you're good. We good. Okay, if you're good, what are we sending you money for? What do you need? If anything, you cannot tell me that those celebrities weren't reaching out to her directly or reaching out to Angie's management team. Angie still has a management team. I hope you guys know, like, there's still a management team that handles the business, lawyers, and everything that still handles stuff when you pass away. So if anything, a celebrity or somebody could have got in touch with them. Why specifically they need to send it to you? That's what I'm confused about. And like I said, I will always say this is one thing people give you money, but it's another thing if you're asking or telling people they should send it here if they're going to send anything. You know? And granted, if somebody wants to do something nice to you, say like, hey, I know this is a very stressful time. I'd like to make sure that you and your family have groceries. You know, a lot of people do that. A lot of people in the community like helping people, right? But that's not what was said. She was just all like, well, if you want to send money, send me money. Besides the point of her cussing everybody out. And to tell you the truth, I do think like that was a bad look. Like, oh, maybe you shouldn't be cussing everybody out. But again, that's not my mama. That's her mama. So at the end of the day, if she feel like, hey, I need to cuss y'all out because y'all acting reckless, because yeah, there has been people acting reckless. Let's not lie. Sloan Bella should have been the one getting cussed out, right? So let's not lie about that. However, again, like, I don't think that was the right look. No. No, I haven't seen her son say any, Angie Stone's son. I haven't seen him say anything, Michael. It seemed like for the most part, there's been little statements and stuff like that, but he hasn't gone live. That's what I mean. She's the only one that went live, but he hasn't gone live and said anything. But how do y'all feel? Let's do a 30-second countdown real quick. Do you guys feel that this was a good look? Yes or no? Well, I got a couple of questions. Was this a good look for Angie Stone's daughter? Yes or no? All right. Okay, I got a lot of no's. Okay. All right. And again, last question. Are you guys comfortable with her asking to send money to her Cash App, or saying if you want to give money to the Cash App? Are you guys comfortable with that? Again, for me, no, I feel like that. If you need something, let me know if you need something, or hey, if you want to send flowers, send it here. Like, usually people ask for specific things. You know, Joyful, you are right about that. Definitely. Again, that's why I don't mind. Like, I didn't think the cussing was okay, but again, that's not my mom. I don't know how I would act if my mom passed away in a tragic way like that, right? So I can't necessarily control that. But I do believe in offering grace. No, I'm not saying she's begging, but why? But because she did say she was good. So if you good, then why are we gonna send stuff to the Cash App? That's my question. And by the way, I like that you guys have a difference of opinion. I don't mind that. I like that you guys do have a difference of opinion. Well, no, I don't agree with that, because the thing is that I'm entertaining you. That's what I'm like doing. I'm not saying like, hey, I'm just gonna go live, give me money. Like, I feel like that now, that's a stretch. I have to disagree with you on that. The other stuff, I definitely see it your way. And by the way, my people don't mind eating me up. When I need to be told off, they let me know. And she wasn't telling me off though, by the way, y'all. Sloan Bella not knowing who Angie Stone is. Oh, okay, Erica, you're a little behind, but yeah, I had to get on Sloan Bella earlier. For those of you who missed it, rewind it back to the beginning and you'll see the Sloan Bella part. 82, there is a difference on I'm good versus I'm good when it comes to grieving. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I like that, Casey. I didn't think about that. Maybe she just mean like I'm good, like as far as grieving. If you're grieving, you need money so that you don't have to stress about that until you get better. Okay, okay. I can see that. I can see that. So you mean like so you don't have to worry about okay, I need to pay for this or that or pay for certain bills. And again, I don't know her situation and know like because I don't want to assume that the girl is broke or she was living off of Angie Stone. I don't want to assume that. But again, a lot of like during the process of grieving because I had to be a part a little bit about funeral arrangements or trying to set up certain things. Like it's so much going on when you're like handling the business side of it that you don't even get time to grieve. Like this probably has not hit her yet. I know she has been grieving, but it hasn't hit her yet. Sometimes it doesn't hit you until like a couple of weeks or a month later. Hell, there's people who family member might have passed away years ago and they still cry. They'll just randomly be doing something and then they'll have an emotional breakdown. Like you're never really over it. You're always going through that grieving process. Misha, Angie had to have a will or at least money in the bank. Yes. And you know what it really teaches me? That please have something in writing, something already down to where, okay, if I ever pass away, this and this and this happens. A lot of people don't have a plan at all. Like it's just kind of, up in the air. And then you do have the infighting. Now, oh, thank you, Addicted, for renewing your membership. But luckily in this situation, it seems that her and her brother are good. It doesn't seem like they're fighting. But again, you have a lot of internal fighting with the family and stuff like that. And there's a lot of disagreements. Now, shout out to Tough TV. I don't know if you guys watch him. I know, maybe this is why I'm coming off a little judgmental because I don't know if I can play his video or not. So I'm not. But he mentioned that he has been talking to somebody in the family and they said that, Angie and not Angie, I'm sorry. Well, Angie and her daughter, they had that incident years ago. Look it up if you don't know about it, the whole fight situation. But they still had, tension basically, and that they feel like the daughter is trying to scam and get money out the city, basically make money off of her mom. That's a tough one right now, right there, because I don't want to put that out in the universe. Like she's trying to capitalize off of this moment to make money. But if you watch his video, he explains it further and everything and says that he has been in communication with a family member. And again, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's why I'm a little biased or it's coming off like, I don't know. Like I have seen it firsthand already. But then when I watched this video, I was like, some felt wrong about it. Some felt wrong to me. Again, we don't know because I don't know who the family member he spoke to and they haven't came out and said anything. I lost my grandmother and dad within 2 weeks of each other. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Shawnee. And I'm sorry I left this comment up. I should have read it. I'm in overdrive mode, helping my mom with business. It's true. Right. Joyful, when my son passed, I didn't need anyone's money to bury him. However, people still wanted to do something. And sometimes that doing something is just giving money. It's not a big deal. And Joyful, I'm sorry to hear that as well, too. Can we put some hearts in the chat for Shawnee and Joyful? I would appreciate that. Let's do a 30-second countdown. Okay, Mary, because there was a video that I seen from 2 years ago where Angie had said her daughter was living with her, but getting ready to move with her mom. But Angie's mom had actually passed away. So, well, I guess technically that was like 4 years ago. So I didn't know if technically the girl moved back or her daughter had her own place. I know the son did live with Angie. So, yeah, that's the other thing too. So everything should be taken care of. But again, you don't know their financial situation. You don't know what happened. So I can see it from that perspective too, as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Grandma Joy. Yeah. Yeah, definitely hearts for you too. It was her nasty delivery that rubbed me the wrong way. Just because you're grieving doesn't mean you have to give her mother's fans attitude. She was just funky with the delivery. Yeah, that could have been a part two in it. Yeah. Yeah, that could have also played a part as well too. Just her delivery was kind of off-putting a little bit. Right, MB. For everybody just joining, we already called out Sloan. Sloan said, "Oh, she sold her soul," but yet in the same breath said she didn't know who Angie Stone was. So make sure y'all rewind and watch that part two as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, you guys. Please let me know what you liked about the show and let me know your thoughts about everything surrounding Angie Stone. Again, I had seen that TikTok going viral, and I kind of just wanted to clarify like what I heard and how I interpreted it. Did you read my comment? No, I didn't see it, Sexy 60. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Hold on, let me see if I see it. Oh no, it must be way up there. Yeah, I didn't see it. I'm sorry. All right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show right here. I love y'all. Be safe and just love one another. That's the only thing I want from y'all. Love one another. Oh, and also hit that like button.